Protect your seed, bro. Protect your seed. This month has been Dr. Umar, Anthony Edwards, and now Rod Wave. Protect your seed. You can't sit here and sleep around with all these women raw, unprotected.
Who do you think is at fault in this situation? Is it the baby mama or the baby daddy? So the thing is, this baby mama got pregnant for a celebrity Rod Wave. And when she got pregnant, she told him, I'm pregnant and I need $35,000 to take out the baby. And he sent her 5,000 and did not send her the remaining 30 that he doesn't have the money. She went ahead to keep the baby. Yes, she did. She kept the baby and now she has the baby already and now she's filing for paternity. And now the celebrity came on and he was like, I am not the owner of the child. I'm not sure that is my child because when we did it, I just wanted to get into your panties and that was it, number one. Secondly, it was a three something or a four something. So I was not the only one that got into you. So how sure are you? How sure I'm not? I'm the one that have the baby and all of that. But the longer and short is that people on the internet are talking that, okay, she was actually wrong for taking or keeping the baby, knowing quite all right that it could not pay that $35,000. Why did she go ahead to keep the baby? Number one. Number two, some people are blaming him that why can't he pay a certain amount to take out the baby that he did not want? You guys, who is at fault here? Because let me run some reaction for you to watch them come back and talk about it.
And y'all would hate me because $35,000, he asked that girl how much would it cost for her to get rid of that baby. She said $35,000 for her hair salon. Y'all would hate me because I would have said something way higher than $35,000. And that's how I know y'all just be taking stuff and running with it, because I know dang well if a celebrity got any one of y'all pregnant, y'all would have said something higher than $35,000 as well. I would have understood if she was blackmailing him. I would have understood if she was telling him, oh, if you don't give me $35,000, I'm keeping this baby and I'm going to put you on child support. I would have understood that. But it's the fact that that man literally asked her, how much would it cost for you to get rid of this baby? Y'all let these men gaslight and manipulate y'all all fucking day, so I'm not surprised. On a serious note, though, I do feel like it was just kind of dumb to keep that baby, though. Knowing that, I'm not gonna lie, if a man asks how much it costs for an abortion or mention anything about an abortion, baby, the baby will be gone the same day. Like, you ain't got to worry about it.
Sometimes I get on here and I be trying to think, like, do I live in a different world or planet from these people? Y'all keep saying, how did this girl try to extort him when Rod Wave offered to send the money first? Let's use our logics here. She said, she posted this, and I'm just quoting what she said. First the fuck of all, you sent $5K B and tried to tell a B you was gonna send the other $30K after a B have an abortion. FN, you had life all effed up. The $5K that he sent was his responsibility. He impregnated her. He sent $5K to get rid of it, which they both had already came to agreement on, right? The $30K, which she posted on her own story last night saying, you were supposed to help me get shops and some more shit, that was extortion money. That was never his responsibility. Whether he agreed to give it or not, the fact still remains it's not a responsibility for him. Which is why he posted on his story and said, I was fucking with Shorty, but then she tried to extort me. She did try to extort him. That $30K had absolutely nothing to do with the procedure, which was his responsibility, whether he agreed to it or not. Y'all baby daddy promise y'all stuff all the time and don't do nothing. But when you take that to the courts is going to tell you it doesn't matter if he promised you a Benz. His responsibility is this kid. What? Are y'all stupid? Extortion, the practice of obtaining something, especially money, $35K, through force or threat. Although you sent the $5K that you're responsible of sending, I want the $35 that you agreed to. And the fact still remains, I am impregnated, which means I have the threat. If you don't send the money, I keep the threat. Extortion.
Rod Wave's alleged baby mama has officially filed for paternity. And I think this came from her being upset about that Instagram rant that he went on probably like 2 weeks ago. He was basically like, stop putting girls on me. I don't even know some of these girls, and I only got 2 daughters. And that same day, his alleged baby mama, Zaria, she went on her story. You could tell that she was upset about the things that he was saying, and she kind of like made some response posts to him. So a couple of days ago, she has officially filed for paternity. She turned all the paperwork in, and she is petitioning him to court to take paternity tests to determine if he is the father of this child. Now, Zaria, her last name is not Green, but when she posted the baby, she announced the baby with the last name Green. So it gave, I know who my baby daddy is. But Rod Wave was like, you sure? Whether the baby is his or not, beautiful. But it does make sense now why Dee was like officially done with him when she decided to be done with him, because it lines up with the time that this girl would have been like found out that she was pregnant. And that makes sense. Honestly, some girls could take a little cheating, but having a baby is like, that's tricky territory, Rod Wave. I guess over the next couple of weeks or months, this girl will find out for sure if Rod Wave is her baby daddy or not. And I'm sure she'll probably make a post about it because she's already been in the T pages, been in blogs, leaving comments, going on live, all of these crazy things. So I'm sure she's going to let us know when all of that pans out. In the meantime, in between time, y'all, Rod Wave told us to leave him alone. Sorry.
Ain't nobody on this green earth gonna tell me Rod Wave didn't want that baby. Because you buying Mini Barbie, all these cars and all these purses and all kinds of expensive designer stuff, but you couldn't get that girl $35,000 that baby. That don't make no damn sense. You wanted that baby, and he not gonna admit it with his fat ass. All that belly just full of lies. Word on the curb is the girl, Akira, that's her name, the baby mama. She was like, she want 50, but she to 35. She took it down to 35. And then you mean to tell me you give me 5,000? No, I'll probably keep it to me personally. As of right now, where I stand, I wouldn't keep the baby because I live in the hood. I ain't even got no car. But I'm just saying, Rod Wave, he could have gave her that 35. He couldn't even give her half. You couldn't even bust a little 15,000 for her because he wanted that baby. I'm not dumb. And then Minnie Barbie over here posting the pictures with her with the dates and stuff. What's the point of that, girl? You finessed him as you should. City girls up 10,000. You feel me? He bought you a car. He got you all these bags and all these stuff. That's how you really supposed to do these rappers. Don't leave with no baby. Minnie Barbie, you on top. I still love Dee. You ain't on top of Dee though. I tell you that. She left his fat ass with a G-Wag and bags. That's how you do it.
If I'm being honest, I don't like bitches like Rod Wave, new baby mama. I don't like the bitches who get on the bandwagon and be like, my body, my choice. Yeah, your body, your choice. But when you sitting on the internet trying to extort a fucking celebrity, knowing that this man got all this clout, knowing that the fans gonna talk, knowing that people gonna make shit bigger than what the fuck it is, knowing that this man got young ass daughters that look up to him, knowing all this shit. You a different type of bitch. You a different type of person. Yes, she's not the first. Yes, she's not gonna be the last to do some shit like this when it comes to fucking with a celebrity. But bitch, you're dirty. Your intentions was to keep the baby the whole time. Like, the outside looking in, from my point of view, you was gonna keep the baby the whole time. He just fucked. Got what he wanted out of you. Cause you're stupid. And now you feel like he owe you. Typical nigga. We don't feel bad for you. No one trying to bash you. But I'm not gonna be a girl's girl about the situation.
So long story short, Roderick Wave, got some girl pregnant, right? He said get an abortion. He sent her 5,000. He was supposed to send her 35, but he sent her 5 to get the thing done, and he was supposed to send her another 30. He never sent her the other 30. So because he didn't send the other 30, she ended up keeping the baby. It's already bad enough when people keep babies that the man don't want, but it's your life. But now this is a new low. You're going to keep a baby that neither one of you wanted? You were going to get the abortion if he sent the other 30, but because he was short 30. Sent you 5,000. Because he was short 30, you decided to keep the baby. Then to make things worse, he said, that ain't my child. We flipped you at the party. Who's to say it ain't my partner child? So you and all, that's even worse. That's fucking worse. So you and all your homeboys shared one girl and all of you went raw? Okay.
Y'all, I'm I'ma just say it because I don't think nobody else gonna say it, but I really feel like Zaria, Rod Wave, new baby mama, like, I just don't feel like she won in this situation. Like, not with this one, baby. Because, like, and I'm glad she's clearing her name or whatever the case may be, but it's like, you didn't get the 35,000. You still kept the baby, which is your choice. That's absolutely fine, but you still kept the baby. And this nigga is denying allegations that this not even his child, to the fact where you got to go get a paternity test. And it's like, Rod Wave knew what the fuck he did when he laid down with that girl. So it's like, come on now, come on. But if you think about it, y'all, and I'm just being honest, Minnie Barbie living her life with no kids, doing whatever the fuck she want. D, of course, still got to have contact with him because of the kids, but she packed her shit and left that nigga right where the fuck he stood, period. So it's like, I just don't understand what Zaria got out of this. And it's like, she's not even really the one who came on here boasting and blasting the fact that Rod Wave is her baby daddy. It was the internet. Like, the ones that I already knew, you know. But y'all know how the internet be when they want to put two and two together. They going back and forth from Zaria to Rod Wave page, making comments. So Rod Wave makes a post like he don't know Shawty, and she come back and make a post like, yes, the fuck you do. So it's like, I give her that. She didn't come on here trying to bloat and blast the fact that Rod Wave is her baby daddy. It really was the internet that was trying to put two and two together and nitpick. But I just feel like, baby girl, you did not win in this situation, because how fast I would have been at the clinic. Like, even reading the messages, y'all, he was not really even responding to her when she was telling him, like, when she was trying to keep him updated on her doctor's appointments and stuff, he was not even responding to her. And that's pretty fucked up. And that's another reason why, baby, I would have went straight to the clinic.
Protect your seed, bro. Protect your seed. This month has been Dr. Umar, Anthony Edwards, and now Rod Wave. Protect your seed. You can't sit here and sleep around with all these women raw, unprotected, and expect these women not to keep the baby. It's their choice, bro. I'm just gonna be honest and say it. Stop spreading your seed and getting mad at the.
Love that. I love that. Protect your seed. And I want to add on to that. Protect your womb, right? I think men need to protect their seeds, and I think women need to protect their womb, because you got a bunch of people having babies not for the correct reasons. You got people dumping into folks knowing full well she could keep the baby, and then you got folks out here letting themselves get dumped into by a dude that ain't got nothing to their name. They don't got a piss to piss in. They don't got a couch to sleep on. But you giving him a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, this situation with Rob Wave is a situation that is his fault at the end of the day. Like, you chose to go raw with a girl. That girl get pregnant. And she said, I need $35K and I'll get rid of the baby. Now, realistically, the best move would be able to give her the $35K. But giving her the $35K does not guarantee that she's going to do it. Because she could keep the $35K and then keep the baby on top of that. So I said, for Rob, it'd been better off you just wait. Let her have the baby. Do the DNA test. Make sure it's your baby. If it's your baby, then, you know what I'm saying? If you smart, get full custody and keep her out of the picture. But y'all don't never want to fight for y'all kids. So nevertheless of this. Anthony Edwards is a glorified breeder. That is what he is. He's a glorified breeder. He got a girl at the house that's never going to leave because she knows she can't afford to go nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? She can't get nobody better, right? So she's letting him do what he want to do, and he's doing what he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? He finesses himself out of having to pay child support for that baby in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? And that other IG model last year, he got her to have an abortion and still never paid her the $100,000. And her embarrassing herself by exposing those text messages with the AI baby, nasty work. Nasty work. Also as well, Dr. Umar, we never saw him as a black leader. He was always just a comical, educated pundit, basically, right? But now to know that everything you've been saying is BS is just sad.
My first question is asking the baby mama, why keep a baby that you don't want? Why keep a baby that you do not want? And why keep a baby that the baby daddy do not want? Why do you have to keep a baby that he told you that I, slept with you because I just want to get into your pants. There's nothing, I do not like you that way, that I want you to have my child. Why go ahead to keep the baby? After you got pregnant and you taxed him for 35,000 and he did not pay the complete money, he just paid, he didn't even pay half of it. Like he paid like bare minimum. That was 5,000, and which I know that he has a lot. He has more than that. He should have more than that, of course. And which we know the money you asked was too much, but that's by the way. It should be able to it was supposed to pay that 35, but he sent you 5,000. Girl, you didn't want the baby. Obviously, he didn't want the baby as well. So I feel like she had that baby just to show him, like, I am going to actually show you Pepe. Like, she's trying to pay him back for him not paying her that $35,000. And I feel like this is just wrong parenting from the start. You don't want this child. He doesn't want this child. You had the child. And now you guys are going back and forth just because you want him to pay child support. And I feel like this is what most young girls do. They always want to have sex with celebrities. It's not because of anything, is because they want to get pregnant for them. They want to be their baby mama. I feel like they like that name. Or this is Broadway baby mama number 3. This is Broadway baby number 4. They like that, you know, what's it called? They like that praise. They like that name. They like that, people calling them that kind of name. And to me, I just feel like that is a wrong thing for you to be. For me, I don't know. It's like belittling yourself, right? Yes, you went to have sex with him. No, no, no shade. Went to have sex with so many other people in one setting. No shade as well. But you got pregnant. You don't want the child. You're asking for money, and he didn't send you the money that you needed. He didn't even send you half of it, but you went ahead to keep the baby. So what if the child is not his now? What are you going to do? Because apparently he was not the only one that had sex with you that day. How sure are you that he's your baby daddy? Right? Then moving back to the celebrity or to men that feel like, oh, I can just have this girl whenever I want. If you know that you don't want to have a child with somebody, why have sex with them without protection? Why have sex with them without confirming that they're not going to get pregnant after you put everything inside them? Just as the male content creator is saying that men protect your seed, protect your, yes, keep your seed to yourself. If you know that you don't want to reproduce, keep your seed to yourself. Nobody's begging you for your seed. Okay, you should be able to know what to do, knowing that you don't want to have it. And that is it. That is one thing about the celebrities. They're very careless and reckless. They kind of put their thing anywhere belefice. Anywhere they feel like, okay, this person is going to release for me. I'm going to do this for the person. So they do not care once they are getting drunk, drinking, and doing all of that things to get high and all of that. They forget what they're supposed to do. They forget the right thing they're supposed to do, because I do not get why you do not want a child from this person. You were just doing it for the smacks. There was no string attached. You were just doing it for the smacks, and you did not protect yourself while you were doing it with her. And why will 4 other guys or 3 other people have sex with you without protection? This is a lot to unpack, because this thing is just so annoying, and I feel like both of them are wrong. But I feel like the baby mama shouldn't have had that child, because to me, you don't want the child and you're just having the child just for payback. Like, I'm going to have the child and I will show you that I'm pregnant for you. And that is a wrong way to start being a mom. Like, that is a wrong way. I don't like, no. And that's the thing. And that is what most young girls think life is. I'm going to get pregnant for this celebrity so that they can call me, I am so person baby mama. That is not a good entitlement. That is rubbish, to be honest. You should have a child because you want it, because you want to have the child with that person. And you don't have a child in that kind of way, right? Because now you don't even know the father. And if you really want a child, you should be able to know the gene you want to bring. Like, you need to do a lot of research. You need to be ready before you can decide to start being a mom. And that is why we have failed, people out there, damaged people out there, because this is how they start their parents. This is how they start their life. This is how they start their life. So how can your mom don't even want you? Your dad is telling you, I do not want you. How can that child, you know, grow well or something if she doesn't give the child to somebody that needs the child? Anyway, what is your take on this? Do you think is the baby daddy that is at fault or the baby mama? Let's have conversation down in the comment section. Respectfully, it's your girl Mara David, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.